good. So good. We have to go back and have a little look at that and like dissect it. Kia ora and welcome. My name is ZoeStibi and I am your vocal coach for today. It's lovely to meet you. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Lola Young with Messy. Yes, if you have been online in the last couple of months, you know this song, I'm too messy and I'm too fucking clean. But we're going to take a look at what she's up to with her vocal technique. Let's get straight to it. Before I get to the video, if you want to learn how to sing and improve your vocal technique, then check out the link in the description below for my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, because we're accepting new students. Let's take a look at Lola.
Why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees? And I get what you said. I just really don't want to hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life? Listen to me. I took your nice words of advice about how you think I'm gonna die lucky if I turn 33. Okay, see, I smoke like a chimney. I'm not skinny and I pull a Britney every other week. Cut me some slack. Ooh.
Is she just not the most fantastic songwriter? Like, I just really, really love her lyrics. And you have to also say that she has this wonderful little grit in her sound, a little bit of crackle coming in there. And it's very much spoken on pitch, but it's probably due to her smoking that we're getting this degree of kind of grit and crackle in the sound, just in the way it, like, smoking affects the vocal folds themselves. So let's just go back on that. I feel like I just like went, whoa, lyrics, I love it.
You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees? And I get what you said. I just really don't want to hear it right now. Can you shut up for like once in your life? Listen to me. I took your nice words of advice about how you think I'm gonna die lucky if I turn 33. Okay, see, I smoke like a chimney. I'm not skinny and I pull a Britney every other week. Cut me some slack. Ooh.
Okay, so again, we've got this, like, you can clearly hear, we don't know how much she smokes, but if she says in the song that she smokes like a chimney, we'll just say that she smokes regularly, right? So when we're looking at people who smoke, a lot of students come into the studio and they're like, actually someone said last week, I really want to sound exactly like this. We can make it sound as like dirty or as close to this as possible, but really a lot of this has to do with smoking and the way in which smoke affects the vocal folds, which is through swelling and also a stiffening of the actual layer on top of the vocal folds themselves. So we'll just leave it at that. But if you are trying to like get a little bit of that, which is not working in my voice today, that would be like a little bit of, I know you want me to be, a little bit of that slack vocal folds, which we'll talk about in the next break.
Want me to be, 'cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, till I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that not allowed? And I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, unless it's that time of the month. And I'm too perfect.
I just really love the lyrics. I'm going to say that again and again. They're just so good. So good. And the way in which she's like doing these run-on sentences and that time of the month and I'm too bitter. So we've got a couple of things there. I said we're going to talk about the slack vocal folds. So slack is the slowest movement of the vocal folds. She's not really doing in that. She's gone to more of a sung sound that I'm too messy and I'm too fucking clean. So that is actually the thyroid cartilage tipping forward to allow it to sound a little bit more sung. You know what? Fuck it. We'll go in the next break. She's going to do the little bit of slack again. So you've got this breath though, and I want you to look at the way in which she's using the breath to punctuate the sound. Let's go back on. It's so beautiful.
And then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, unless it's that time of the month. And I'm too perfect, till I show you that I'm not 1,000 people. I can be for you when you hate the fucking law.
So you can really hear I hate the fucking Lord. And she did a little bit of that slack offset there. So slack is the slowest movement of the vocal folds, and that's that. It's also the way that in which we add in a lot of color in contemporary music as well. Actually, that is a masterclass that I have available for you about how to add in effects into your pop singing in the Vocal Academy. So check out the link in the description below. So we noticed that when she went higher, we had less crackle, less of this distortion in the sound. Let's just watch that again.
And then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, unless it's that time of the month. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not 1,000 people I can be for you. And you hate the fucking law. You hate the fucking law. You hate the fucking Lord. You hate.
I'm assuming she's saying you hate, but it's obviously like in her accent. I love it. I love she thinks she's from London, right? I love it. Absolutely love it. Yay. So we noticed as she went higher, I'm too fucking a lot of that crackle, that distortion, which now we just heard quite clearly in the sound, disappeared. And that's usually because as we go higher, the vocal folds come together. We have a little bit more pressure and energy underneath the vocal folds. And that pressure and energy kind of helps us to keep them together. And that is why it's easier. So a lot of the time the crackle will disappear as you go higher, or it will be easier to sing louder higher in the range rather than quieter in the higher part of the range, which is what we kind of want to change. We want to be able to sing loud and quiet in that high part of the range.
It's taking you ages. You still don't get the hint. I'm not asking for pages. One text or two would be nice. And please don't pull those faces. When I've been out working my ass off all day, it's just one bottle of wine on two. But hey, you can't even talk. You smoke weed just to help you sleep. Then why you out getting stoned at 4 o'clock? And then you come home to me and don't say hello.
Good. This is what it's really all about, like just writing music about what's actually going on for you. And I'm so happy for her that she's had such a massive hit, because it's really only when songs go crazy viral on the radio or on TikTok and things like that that artists actually get seen. She's been around for a while, lovely Lola Young. I hope she's really getting like the money coming her way as well. I really, really, really hope that this is also bringing her money, because a lot of the time with artists like this, it doesn't bring them in any money. But it could also be a little bit of this crackle due to a whole bunch of different things, right? Could be the smoking. Could also be the fact that you've seen her in a lot of performances recently. Could be tired, not being used to singing at this level for this period of time. Like, it is a grueling schedule that you have when you do these kind of press junkets, and she has to perform every single time. So we heard her when she go, let's go back on that to this lovely kind of almost belted note, but it just wasn't like loud enough or high enough for it to really be belt. So we'll talk about that in the next break. Like, what is really, what would Zoe?
And don't say hello, 'cause I got high again and forgot to fold my clothes. 'Cause I'm too messy.
I got high again. So she's up on the B4. I got high again. This is really, really good for this chest voice sound, which is, basically anything below the C5 is where we want to stay when we're really starting to work on that chest voice. And what I'm saying is it's not really belt. It's I got high again. We didn't really have that like brilliance come in that we expect, or that we hear when we've gone into belt. Belt kind of like just like hits the sweet spot where it sounds very dynamic. That was probably chest voice. I say probably because like it's all subjective really in the end. I would call that a chest voice sound.
And don't say hello, 'cause I got high again and forgot to fold my clothes. 'Cause I'm too messy and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you ask where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me.
just really imagine that she's like in this moment, right? Every single word, you feel like she's saying it for the first time. And it's not about the hand gestures or anything. You can see it on her face. She's just like looking around like, yeah, hey, the fucking Lord. And she's gone on this like full journey with us through this song. It's just absolutely stunning. So what we've got, she's going, I don't know, I just kind of made that up. We've got, again, this chest voice sound further up in the range. You notice as well that the mouth kind of opens. You would think like, Zoe, that's just because she's singing higher. It's not just because she's singing higher. It's also because she's singing higher, and also the vocal quality that she's using to go higher. That's why she's opening her mouth, which is, you know, if you are looking to go higher in the range, then I have to say I'm a bit of an expert. Well, I'm just going to blow my trumpet here. I am an expert on belting. I spend all day, every day teaching people how to belt and sing really freaking high. So if you want to learn more about that, then check out the link in the description below. I am taking on a handful of one-to-one students at the moment, but I am also running a belt bootcamp in my vocal academy as well. So you can check out the link in the description below. There's a lot more to belt than just that, but I want you to see she lifted her head up a little bit. You don't have to, but you can. Couldn't even stop there in the middle of that because it just felt like she just went on this like emotional journey, and I would have been like rude to stop. I know I'm usually really rude and stop all over the place, but we have to go back and have a little look at that and like dissect it. It was beautiful. And a lot of the kind of the sound is coming from the emotional side of the singing. Now, although I don't necessarily say that I always want you to go to these places when you're singing these songs, because it can get really fucking difficult if you're just like constantly dredging up these like not nice feelings when you're singing. That kind of, and hey, the fucking Lord, that cry is going to really facilitate that belt. And that is now gone into a belt. Can you hear that we got like tingles as she was going higher? Let's just watch that again. So you can see, I want it to be me. You know, that's really the sign of a fantastically trained singer, because she's not pushing in order to like push the sound over. I have this in a couple of singers as well. And I must admit, like Muggins over here really tends to like over sing. We call it when we sing too loud, or we push too much energy underneath the sound, and it kind of distorts the sound or makes it sound a little bit like out of tune, to be honest. And she's not doing that, right? She's holding back the voice, but she's giving us all with the energy. So good, so good. So you could see where, and I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You heard that going on there, that little bit of back pressure as well, especially when you're in the thicker vocal folds. It's just a clear sign that we're in this really lovely chest voice sound. And that's what we're looking for. You can hear all crackle is gone from the sound because we have a good vocal fold closure. And just, again, more pressure. Let's talk about the next little break. Watch her tongue position. It's amazing. So do you hear that? She went la, la, and she went into a then at the end, and that's so important as we're going higher up in the belt range, especially, that we don't keep these back vowels. We would need to practice on a higher vowel, or it's like a more forward vowel, before we would then choose that back vowel, because this is very, very challenging when it comes to singing, when we immediately try to go for those back vowels. So that's like a big no-no. If you want more information on the tongue position, then check out my free lesson in the description below to help you with the tongue, with singing. Lola, I can't wait to have a look at more of her performances. Let me know down in the description if you know more about Lola and if she's had like vocal training. Where did she go? Like, where did she come from? Apart from, I know she comes from Britain, but like, she's been around for a while because I've seen like some older videos, but I'd really, really love to have your take on her and what I should definitely check out next from a live performance perspective. Such a fantastic, lovely young songwriter. I need a jet and keep teaching. So if you've enjoyed this video, then help me out. I'd love to spend more time with you here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button so that we can hang out more often. It really does help me to grow my channel, to help more people like yourself with their vocal technique. And if you're just like, Zoe, I want to learn all about the belting, I want to learn about the chest voice, check out the links in the description below. I'm just like too excited. I'm a little bit tripping over myself, because you can join my online singing school, the Vocal Academy. We have bi-weekly masterclasses, which is so exciting. We had one yesterday. We're talking all about stylistic differences between the different contemporary music styles and how you can incorporate that into your singing. And you also get a chance to submit weekly feedback to the Academy so that I can give you personalized feedback on your singing so that you can get better, not just like searching randomly on the internet for ideas. I have like a roadmap, you could call it as well, like a training plan I have in the Vocal Academy for you to build up your voice. Fantastic. Haven't looked at Lola yet on the channel. I'm gonna put a video up here which is very, very similar in the way that the singer has been approaching their vocal technique. And just remember that anyone can learn to sing, and I just want the best for you and your voice. Ka kite anō.